Hey, I'm Jordan with Jordan Plays Blue. This is my monthly roundup. This is for August 2024. It is still 2024. Good game month. Had some nice game days with friends. I took a week off of work. We did kind of a staycation. Played some fun games. I got some games muled back to me from Gen Con, which is always a lot of fun. So I'm going to talk about 4 games. I like 3 of them. One of them I didn't like so much. Let's get in it. First game is Little and Weird, and this is Fairy. Fairy is from All Play. It's a little, I want to say it's Japanese. It's in their little tiny box line. Just a couple cards in this game. I think it's 21 cards plus scoring cards. And it is a game in which you are essentially just guessing. You are saying whether you think the next card is going to be higher, lower, same color, or if it has a fairy on it, you're trying to grab the fairy. That's the theme. It's kind of weird. And you are really, that's it. Like the game is literally 5, maybe 10 minutes long if people are having a hard time figuring things out. And it is so clean and so slick, and my kids really enjoy it. And it has, I don't know, it's kind of a dumb little game. Like I've played it with just adults and everybody's like, that was dumb, but that was also a lot of fun. And that's the most I can say about this. I think it's a good one. Fairy. Check it out. Next one, I got this one as a review copy. And honestly, this is one of my favorite games from this year so far. I've just been really taken by it. This is Seers Catalog. This is a ladder climbing card shedding game from Taylor Reiner. From Taylor's trick-taking table, and it's from Bezier Games, and it is a reprint of an older game called Of What's Left, or Owl, and it's different theme, different artwork. It has like a werewolf kind of vibe theme throughout it. I don't pay attention to the theme at all. It's just numbers on cards, honestly, and it's just a really clean ladder climbing game where you're playing, if somebody plays 2-2-2 on the table, next person has to play 3-3-3 or 5-5-5 or 6-6-6 or 7-7-7, something like that. And you're just trying to one-up the next players as you're trying to go around this. This has some special power cards, which I think really elevate the game as well. Some wild cards kind of mixed in there. But I think what really sets this game apart from other ones is just the way scoring works. It is so clean and just so really accessible for folks who haven't played this style of game. I played it with folks from work, and they've really taken to it, and just other folks that don't typically play this kind of game, and it's just so slick the way that it works. You're trying to get rid of all your cards. However, you don't necessarily want to be the person to run out of cards, because if you run out of cards first, the round ends, and you get 0 points, which isn't always a terrible thing, but you know, 0 points. Then you're going to see what your lowest valued card is. Say it's a 4. And then you're going to subtract the number of cards that you have left in your hand. Say I have 3 cards left and my lowest card's a 4. I would have 1 point at the end of the round. That's it. Maybe at the end of the round my lowest card is a 7 and I have 2 cards left. Then I get 5 points. Maybe I have 5 cards left and my lowest card's a 2. I get -3 points. So it works. It's super clean, super simple, and but it just oh, I just love how clean this one is. So Seers Catalog, I really, really love this one from Bezier Games. Next one is one that I did not take to quite as well. This is from Exploding Kittens. I did get this one as a review copy, and it's called That Escalated Quickly. And this one is similar to another game that's coming out this year that I've played, because I think I want to say it's from Japan, and there's copies of it floating around called Ito, and Arcane Wonders is bringing it over here, and I have played Ito. That Escalated Quickly is similar to Ito, in which you are kind of rating something on a scale, and everybody is trying to kind of say what they think it would be. So let's say we deal out these cards, and I have the 7 card, and the question is, if I'm jumping out of an airplane, when I pull the ripcord, what comes out of my pack if I want something helpful or useless. And I have a 7, so that's going to be more helpful. And I want to come up with an answer that's going to be more helpful. And then somebody who has a 2 in their hand, that they were given the 2, wants to come up with something that is least helpful. And then you're ultimately trying to kind of put them in order and figure it out. Now, what I think this game falls short is that this game uses a 1 to 10 scale, or a 0 to 10 scale. I don't know if it's 1. Yeah, 1 to 10 scale. Ito uses a 1 to 100 scale. And so there's a lot more. That difference alone, it doesn't seem like much, I think really does change things, because it is, Ito can have wider swings through things, where you could see the difference between a 7 and a 9 doesn't seem as different between a 70 and a 90, if that makes sense to you. And so I think just because I've played Ito versus that escalated quickly, I would play Ito every single time over this one. I also think the cards are sometimes not, I don't know, I feel like we skipped a lot of cards in this game. Just kind of pull another card because we didn't want to answer that one. They weren't like inappropriate, we didn't think the question was interesting. So I think that escalated quickly is fine, but I would rather play other games kind of in this category. So there you go. And then my last game that I played, I borrowed this one from a friend who actually works for Mighty Boards, but this is Art Society. This one came out last year. He wanted me to borrow it because he thought I would like it, and he nailed it. This is definitely the style of games that I like to play. It has simultaneous auction, think like Nidavellir. The second half of For Sale has that, where everybody's kind of playing a card secretly. You flip it over. Whoever played the highest card gets first dibs on what's on the table. This one, you're using these rectangular tiles that are paintings. The paintings have different borders on them and different picture types on them. And then you're going to put them on your wall. That's your player board. And there's some placement rules that you have to follow. And you're ultimately just trying to fill up this wall in the most kind of prestigious way possible. Every round, depending on the number of players, say there's 3 players, there's going to be 4 paintings available. One painting is going to be left, and that painting is going to go to like the main shared board that then moves that color of painting up the track, and that becomes more prestigious. And say at the end of the game, red is highest on the track. Those are going to be worth, I don't know what it is, 4 points each, 5 points each, or whatever. And then the next one's 4 points each, 3 points each, 2 points each. I think that's what it is. And so it just works super smoothly. Such kind of a really elegant system. I love this one a lot. Art Society, check it out. There you go. Those are 4 games that I played in August, and I think they are good in the various ways. I do think Seers Catalog is going to be pretty high on my end of the year list. Mark that one. Fairy could be a surprise one as well, because that's been a weird kind of hit for my family. So cool games. I'm Jordan. Thanks.